So right now I'm looking at it, and for a second, it was right here, there was some movement. Now I'm not sure if you can actually see that. There's no movement. It's just stuck at 33 minutes and 42 seconds. I'll eat some breakfast. All right, so just a little update. I couldn't figure out how to fix Adobe. I just washed my hands with it. I'm like, I'm done, forget it. Right back to Final Cut. Oh yeah. Out of here. Oh, bam. Quick story about this door. Not this particular door, but these types of doors here where you get, you got the gap here. So the other day I was agitated because there was something. So I closed the door like this. You see that part of the skin on my hand got stuck because I pulled it so aggressively. I don't know actually what hand was it on. I think right there. I don't know if you guys can actually see that, but right there's like this little red mark on my hand, and that's where like a piece of my thumb, or just under my thumb where my thumb is there, piece of my skin got stuck, and I smashed the door shut. Holy shit, do I regret that. That was fucking painful. My battery's about to die. Luckily I only have 2. I think the goal today is to get either another battery or another 2 batteries to have, because I find with this camera, the battery life goes, it's not bad, like I don't want to say it's bad, but it probably could be better. Like this one battery that I have in here, I've swapped it out for my multiple cameras, because when I go to work, I can't take this camera, the one I mainly use, the Sony a7 II. I take the a5100, which is smaller. So I think it'd be good to have like 2 batteries or 3 for this, because this is the primary camera, and a battery for that just to take to work and then carry the charger around. So right now I'm gonna have to go get my mom, and then I'm only gonna be on 1 battery for the entire day, and I don't know when I'm gonna have time to charge the other batteries. I don't think I'm gonna be out too long. I just need to get an oil change, take my mom to the grocery store, same thing every week. Have you guys taken your Christmas tree down yet? Jess keeps busting my balls. She's like, we should take it down, we should take it down. I think we should just leave it up, turn the lights off, and then next year, it's already ready to go. No change. Ugh, so boring. Oh, you're not very well dressed, are we?
That's a nice jacket. What are you talking about?
Well, it's not warm outside.
It's not like we're going walking around.
Oh, we arrived at Mr. Lube. Got some breakfast. That sausage wrap. And that's what I need more than the sausage wrap, which is tea. Mr. Lube, to me, still has the best customer service. As soon as you pull up outside, they bring you the newspaper. They bring you something, I don't know, I guess whatever it is you need to let them know what you want, or now selling tires. No, my battery's dying. I got 1 more battery left. So should be okay to vlog for the most part. But then I gotta find a way to charge them. So if I don't have no batteries, holy fuck. If I don't have no batteries, I can't do the vlogs. So I don't even know if this battery died. Did the battery die? Is it still playing in the back? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. So it's not completely dead yet. We should be getting service right about now. I think this older gentleman in front of me is actually done. So hopefully this doesn't take too long, maybe 15-20 minutes, and then we're off to get some new stuff. That's what I love about my day off. Can maybe get some new headphones, some wireless buds. Should be fun. Oh, I just ate a Tim Hortons sandwich really quickly. What did you think about it? Was it good?
I saved the other half. I'm gonna eat the other half when I go home. I had a porridge just before you came.
Normally I don't like the egg. That's the thing I hate.
I like the egg. I normally don't like the sausage.
This is turning into a very expensive trip to Mr. Lube. Burp on camera. How's your tea?
It's not bad. I mean, she put one sweetener, but they
don't stir it though.
It's not that. It's 2 tea bags is like a little too much.
Seems like the bulb's all fixed now. We got a fresh bulb. The bulb was just burnt to shit. Washer fluid. Oh, it's like
Oil?
to lube up the like the door. You know when you make those doors like when you open the car doors and they sound rickety? Yeah.
That's cool.
Hated riding this thing. Oh, that's so tricky. That's so bright.
Oh, you guys still waiting to go down? Yeah.
No, that's not thinking what I said. That's just.
No, that's not.
I always hated touching those things. How much did you get? What you need?
God, it's not.
See how it would look. This one, I got this. Try to get on it. This one. No, that would be it, sir. Thank you. I appreciate all your help. All right. Finally got autofocus. Oh, it's getting close.
Can we stop at that?
Yeah, so I still got a pretty solid deal. All right, so in today's vlog, you're gonna see a crazy difference in quality from what I was using this morning, which was the Canon 10-22 with an adapter, and I was manually focusing. But we just purchased, I say we because me and my mom, she came with me, purchased the Tamron 17, what is that, 17-28 on my girlfriend's brother's recommendation. And so far, me and my mom both like. Mom needed to go into Metro. Since we were right there, I was like, sure, why not? Go into Metro, no problem. No, it's just a waiting game.
It is nasty outside.
What do you mean nasty?
Damn, like damn.
Oh, what happened to those pants of mine? Or that sweater? Look how fat I look. Yo, look at this. This is an old picture of Brad. Look at how fat I look. Holy! Oh my god, I look horrible. Mom's already giving me the heads up. She's like, I might be a minute. The lines are crazy. She probably knows the first question I'm gonna ask her is what's taking so long. I'm notorious for that. I'll be like, why are you taking so long? As soon as she gets back to the car. But I actually ran into Sobi, which is super cool. I haven't seen him in a minute. Talked to him for a bit. And now I'm just back in the car waiting. I need a tea so bad. I really, really do. When I just was at Henry's prior to calling my girlfriend's brother, I was honestly gonna make another bad decision. Like I got the Sony a7 II, love the camera, love the form factor. Pretty sure I've mentioned this to you guys 100 times. But one thing I should have done my research on when I went with Sony, when I switched from Canon to Sony, one thing I didn't realize was Sony has very few options for their cameras as far as lens selection. They have crop lenses, probably at least what Henry sells is like 7 or 8 different crop lenses. And then as far as their full frame lenses, straight from Sony, you only have about 6 or 7 options. You got a couple of vlogging lenses, which 16-35, 2.8 f4, and then you have 70-300, 55-200. None of which would apply to me, and the price points are insanely ridiculous. So for the 16-35 f2.8, it's $2,800 or $2,899. For me, being a hobbyist and for me vlogging is a hobby, I love it, I enjoy it. I don't know that I can ever justify a purchase like that. Like the lens would be more than the camera. And is the picture quality going to be good enough for me to say, okay, it was worth my money? Like for me, that's a vacation. That's substantial things that I need other than the lens I could use that money for. So I can never justify that. But when I called her brother today, he had mentioned the Tamron 17-28 f2.8 that came in at $999. Great price point. That's the lens that's on the camera now, because I asked the guy, I was looking around and I was scoping out and I was like, they don't really have it. And I was going to be like, shit, it's going to be another thing that I want to try, test out, and they won't have. And then it just kind of glanced off to the right of me and I saw two Tamron lenses. I saw a 70-300, and I saw what her brother Ben had mentioned to me, which was a 17-28. And I said, is that for the Sony? And he goes, yeah. Pulled it down, tried it out, and the autofocus is great. And keep in mind, this is not a review. I don't review cameras, but the autofocus is great. You know, having an f2.8 gives you a lot of variety in terms of, when I started vlogging, I was using like 3.5 to 5.6, and those are, you know, the aperture range on those is terrible. You start getting into low light, you start talking about noisy footage, grainy footage, however you choose to reference it. And it kind of limits your ability to shoot good quality footage. You can shoot at night with those, you know, that aperture range, but you're gonna have really bad footage unless you have really good lighting to compensate for, you know, the poor aperture within the lens that you're using. So tried this lens, ended up buying it. It was not necessarily a spontaneous purchase because I've been looking for a better lens. And what this allows me to do, having this lens with this camera, it allows me to take everything that I don't use and I can just pack it all up, take it in, and finally, once and for all, get rid of everything I don't need. Back. You need help? Do you need help, Mom?
Peppers.
There you go. It's a successful trip then. Shoot. Oh, the tree.
And you got another one for chicken sandwiches. Bye, John.
Jess doesn't watch my vlogs, so I can say in the vlog that I'm going to get McDonald's because I want some hot mustard. So I don't have to.
You're rolling needles on this thing all over the damn place.
Yeah, but it's still holding up. My mom is so critical of this tree. I think this tree looks amazing. I actually think it looks really good. But yeah, back to what I was saying. She doesn't watch the vlog, so she won't know I went to McDonald's, so she won't. And I started working out too, so worked out not last night, the night before. So my triceps are killing me, but to start, I haven't worked out for like 2 years, so it is a good start that I'm off to. As I'm just pulling into the drive-through line at McDonald's, some guy just like randomly sticks his head in my car and is like, "Do you speak Arabic?" And I'm like, no, I don't. I almost should have said yes to see what he would have asked me, but I don't know. And he's not the first person to ask me if I speak Arabic either. Maybe I should learn Arabic.
You're not like killing shit though.
I need this line to move, man. I need to put my order in. There's almost enough room to like squeeze in and start yelling into the. There we go. We're moving. Oh, beautiful.
Hi, may I help you?
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Can I have 2 McDoubles dressed like a Mac?
Sorry, say it again.
Can I have 2 McDoubles dressed like a Mac? On a tripod, I think I'm using the wrong ball head though. Let's get the right one. So I packed this thing up, but I can't remember where I put the ball head that I would be most inclined to use. It is on this tripod. It's the ball head we want. I wonder if actually I can use this tripod. This tripod is not really, like, see that? It pops out. I wonder if it's actually like strong enough to hold that camera. Should be. We can actually just try this tripod. It's a little flimsy, but this lens isn't super heavy, which is the upside to it, because I don't really want to lug around that big tripod. Like, this is a good tripod, so let's just completely swap them out.